It's the National Football League on EA Sports, where we'll see a brawl inside the AFC South. It's the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Tennessee Titans. Coming up next.
Being located in the Music City, this building has hosted a lot of great music acts since its inception, but this is what she was made for, NFL football, and that's what we have today in Nashville at Nissan Stadium. Today, it's an intra-division matchup in the AFC South, as it'll be the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the Tennessee Titans. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis, thrilled to be with you from the broadcast booth. And partner, before we get this thing started, what are you going to be watching?
Who gets off to a fast start? In horse racing terms, they talk about catching a flyer out of the gate. Who sets the pace and makes the other team chase?
Ready to get us started here, Riley Patterson. And off we go from Nashville. And no run back here on the opening kickoff, as we'll start at the 25. So the Titans set to go to work for the first time. And here's a look at their leader, standing 6'4".
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Hey, we often talk about defensive ends setting the edge, sometimes even the outside linebackers, but how about here? This is a cornerback essentially setting the edge and finishing off that play for a loss.
They go back to Pollard on second down, and he'll manage only a couple here up to the 25. So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Levis sets up to throw here. Here's a screen now for Pollard. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down.
And as you're game planning as a staff, you go through all the different ways you can neutralize the other guy's pass rushers. Extra linemen, leave a tight end in, bring the running backs back in to block. Or you can do this, a little simple screen pass, and it works to perfection.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run left with Pollard. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Not a huge play, but I think they're more than happy with how it turned out. Don't be surprised to see them revisit that call because there was a lane there for more than just 5 yards. Put it in your back pocket and break it out when you need it later.
Now 2nd and 5. On the draw, it's Pollard. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
Sometimes being a linebacker in the middle of the field is kind of like being a doctor on the field. You got to make the right diagnosis. Here he correctly sends his run and shoots through to make the play in the backfield.
Levis on 3rd down. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, we know he can run the football too, but he's a good pass catcher. That's been on display here, Charles, on this opening drive.
And we certainly have seen the benefits of what he did in the offseason, which was spend more time with wide receivers, working on routes, working on cuts, in order to make himself a more complete running back and even more of a threat downfield.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
And from the 42 now, here's 2nd and 2. Here's Pollard again. Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Titans first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Levis to throw it. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down. Again, it's Levis looking to throw it. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Jacksonville's pass defense holds serve. 4th down.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Here's Nick Folk now on for the field goal. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. And the 38-year-old vet able to split the uprights. And the Titans hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. So the opening drive does yield points. Maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. No run back here for Duvernay. Touchback out to the 25. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. They're led by the #1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
The word is potential, potential, potential. Think about this guy from the time he was in high school, one of the top prospects going to college, coming out of college, mentioned as a generational type quarterback. He looks the part. Tall, big arm, surveys the field, and can take off and run when under duress.
Now a good running play here to start the drive. That'll net him 14 yards as they pick up the first.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed, and he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Lawrence's throw here taken in by Ingram. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The keeper there turning into a big play of 23 yards, and it moves the sticks. Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
Open man is Kirk, complete. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it's 2nd down.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
On 2nd down, Lawrence. And a quick throw here, that's complete. That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again. Pretty solid opening drive here, Charles. They've worked in the run game, the pass game, just steadily getting yards, and now they've got it inside the red zone here with an opportunity.
And the only thing they don't have so far is points. But the way that they're moving the ball now, that shouldn't take much longer. And they've established a great balance so far, running, passing, doing what they want on offense.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. On play action, Lawrence. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. Christian Kirk, the man he was looking for, and that'll bring up 2nd down. ETN up the middle. And a good run as he manages 7 yards down to the 17.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting him to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Gabriel Davis from 17 yards out. And the Jaguars are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first quarter lead. So, Charles, they had him double covered in the end zone. It still was not enough.
I wonder if they're thinking to themselves now, 2 didn't work. Do we go for 3 guys on him next time? Because he fought through all that extra attention, got himself into a great position where his quarterback felt confident enough to challenge the coverage and threw it his way. What a big-time play right there, both by the quarterback trusting him and by him going up and getting it.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Titans coming back onto the field for their second drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it. Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
Levis now on 2nd down. Got his man, Okonkwo. A big play that time for the Titans. 43 yards. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from Tennessee, and it's the homestanding Titans in possession. So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. They'll bring a tight end in motion right. Play action now, Levis. And he's going to go down, sacked back at the 13-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
So 1st down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. A give to Pollard running left. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Tony Pollard. A 13-yard touchdown run. And the Titans have retaken the lead.
You get in a 2nd and long situation down here in the red zone. I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass, let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
Nick Folk for the point after. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. So the drive there, 5 plays, 80 yards. And it's capped off by a 13-yard touchdown run. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. Duvernay going to sit on this in the end zone, so it'll come out to the 25. So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the 2nd time here in this game. On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. Screenplay, here's Etienne. They showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
Play action. It's Lawrence. Throw right side is going to be caught by Kirk. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now Lawrence on 1st down. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Here's Lawrence. Dancing to his left. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Great vision there by Lawrence as he scrambles for a first down.
I can't be sure how much of that was planned pre-snap, but it certainly opens up some avenues for their offense. And if he can stay a threat to break off those kind of runs, it'll pull defenders away from coverage and open up some choice throwing lanes for him moving forward.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Brandon, you're a big lover of music. How about what you just saw there? This is what I call playing the piano for a defensive lineman, the ability to move laterally up and down the line of scrimmage. How about the way he just flowed and got to the outside part of the field and made that play?
Motion man left is Kirk. Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle. The 2nd down play not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Here's Lawrence to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 21. 23 yards on the play.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing quickly, this is caught by Kirk. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Here now a 3rd down and 8. Open man right side is Ingram. And he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Excellent job there defensively. Gave up the underneath to the tight end on 3rd down, and they made sure that they did their job. Got him on the ground and prevented him picking up a first down.
Patterson's kick is good. And that will knot us up at 10. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Tennessee offense set to go again. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. First down, and it's Pollard again. And taken down just shy of the 40.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain. So you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, You're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
From the 39-yard line, here comes second down at 6. Gonna run again here with Pollard. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
The Titans on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Back to throw, it's Levis. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable third down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
So in Jacksonville territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Pollard going to try the right side, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The former Yellow Jacket Adam Gotsis, the one who got in there to make the play.
They had 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
Second down, here's Levis. His throw incomplete. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. Can't simulate it, right? So your decision making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first, right around the 42. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
And I believe that gain on 3rd and long changes things quite a bit, because this would be a very long field goal. I wouldn't be surprised to see him go for it here.
On 4th down, Ryan Stonehouse on to punt. And out of bounds, sailed over, looked like right near the pylon. This one's going to be perfect. Directional kicking at its finest, right down at the 1-yard line. They'll start on the ground, ETN. And he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line. Kenneth Murray, the linebacker, there to make the play defensively.
Well, he got what he could there, just trying to move forward and gain a little bit of yardage and create some space. You know the pressure is going to be tough defensively.
2nd and 9. Lawrence from his end zone. Tried for Kirk, and he's got him on the crossing route. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it's 3rd and 4 now. Now Lawrence to throw. A short throw to Ingram. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Logan Cook now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. On the return, Jackson. A 48-yard punt, 7 on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Titans offense going to get one final possession in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Second down and 6 now. Levis sets up to throw here. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Nothing flashy there, the slant to the slot.
Oh, and the frustration for the defensive guys, because it's a quick play, and you know it's going to be a bang-bang play in terms of the throw and the catch, and then he's able to absorb the contact and complete it.
Let's do it. Let's go, baby. Turn it up.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. Folks' kick is good, and they will take the lead at 13-10. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with Lawrence's arm, they may give him a shot to let this thing rip downfield. We'll see. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome, everyone, to our brand-new studios here in downtown Orlando in the EA Sports Halftime Report. It was a strong first half for running back Tony Pollard. He had a touchdown run that helped get his guys this halftime lead.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Jaguars with work to do. They trail here as we are back underway on EA Sports. The Jaguars ready to get going to start quarter number 3. Well, out of the locker rooms here they come. Their first drive of the third quarter. And, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, but we got a tight one set up to be a very entertaining second half.
And as we know, partner, in the NFL, there's trailing and there's trailing, right? Sometimes you're discouraged by how much you're down, but in this case, this is a tight ball game, so there's a sense of optimism here. I think they went into half and looked at their play sheet and said, these are the plays we really like. What do you say we use them to start the second half and get us going?
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Jaguar linemen might have moved. Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
Lawrence will throw. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 44 yards.
That's a great job of working the sideline right there. I love how he tracked the football the whole way. Just reached up and pulled it in. Had excellent field presence to understand where he was in order to make that play happen.
Handoff running left is Etienne. Oh, good move. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And the Titans are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
The Titans offense gears up for their first possession of the second half. And their defense just helped them out by getting the football back on the opening drive here in the second half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first possession?
And that's a big one for them because after the work the defense has done, they've got a chance here to open up this lead.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up second down. Now Levis. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. It was Eric Armstead fighting his way through that time to record the sack.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the throw for Boyd, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Andre Cisco. And they will set up shop with outstanding field position in the red zone at the 17-yard line. Third and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said, third and long, got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over. Following the interception, they're set up nicely here, already inside the red zone, knocking on the door, if you will. 1st and 10. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
Off the play fake, here's Lawrence. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Now Lawrence. He's got his target. That's complete. Touchdown, Jaguars. Gabriel Davis, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jaguars have taken the lead here in this third quarter.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His second touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Open man downfield is Ridley. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A very solid gain of 27.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Levis looking to throw. Again to Calvin Ridley, and he's got it once more. And he's brought down. 12 more yards for him there. It's a first down.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. Working from the gun. Here's Levis. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Pollard, he'll take it up the gut. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
3rd and 5. Levis back to throw. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. Here's Levis. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. So the drive stays alive after the 4th down conversion. 1st and 10 inside the 30. Running right, it's Pollard. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Levis now off of play action. Across the middle and into the hands of Ridley. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Levis. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
A field goal helps, but a touchdown gets you the lead. That had to be the message transmitted in the huddle. And they delivered there as that throw is going to keep the drive alive. And even better than that, set them up with a 1st and goal.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. Well, they go play action. Here's Levis. Flush to his right. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Will Levis taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Titans have answered back with a 3rd quarter touchdown of their own to retake the lead.
And this is a balancing act for a head coach with a rookie quarterback. You've got to walk a line with him. You don't want him getting happy feet, but you also don't want to rein in what worked for him in college. And here, he pulls it down, takes it himself, and takes it into the end zone.
Extra point up and good by Folk, and that gives them a 3-point lead. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Gabe Davis and the offense getting the football back here.
He's been his typical solid and reliable self, hasn't he, Charles?
When you have that go-to receiver that you can count on in the situation where you absolutely have to have him, there's nothing better for anybody who's throwing the football. But the best part is the payoff. 2 touchdowns already. That's the bottom line when you throw the ball to a guy.
Absolutely. Not over 100 yards right now, but he does have the 2 touchdown catches.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Now Lawrence to throw on 2nd down.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Davis. Call it a gain of 3 on the play. And now we've got a 3rd and 4.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Jaguars 1st down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight, doesn't really matter, because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming.
Nice play call, a little bit of play action right there. If you can get those linebackers to freeze for just a split second, that's usually all the room you need in order to get it to your tight end.
2nd down and a little more than a yard here. Lawrence going to throw again. A short throw to Ingram.
So the completion gets him just a yard. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
The completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Here comes 3rd and the length of the football. They'll run with ETN.
And he has the 1st down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw into the hands of Kirk.
He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. So both teams trade touchdowns, and the 3rd as we're through 3 quarters of play.
This is the National Football League on EA Sports. 2nd down and 3.
Back now in Nashville. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these 2 teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
That one good for 37 yards. What a run there. I mean, you got speed, elusiveness, escapability all rolled into one.
And we all know that quarterbacks are coached. They get the ball to the guys who can do all the things you just described. You want those guys who have speed, elusiveness, and escapability all rolled into one with the ball in their hands. And guess what? It's him. So there's no sense in throwing it or handing it off when you can do all of that yourself.
Now a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll instead run up the middle.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
Travis Etienne
taking it in from a yard out.
And the Jags answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. Extra point try now for Patterson. And that will make this a 4-point game. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it was capped off by a Travis Etienne touchdown run. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Out come the Titans now. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum. He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Titans. Calvin Ridley, 79 yards. And the Titans use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the 4th. And what a throw that was, Charles. You think about the situation, close game, 4th quarter, rookie quarterback. He doesn't seem fazed one bit.
So much for bright lights, big city, and will he wilt? Not at all. The stage not too big, the moment not too big at all. They needed points on that series, and not only did he produce a touchdown drive, but how about finishing it off with a big play that only adds to the momentum that they've already established.
Folk connects on the extra point, and that gives them a 3-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now out come the Jags. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other. Well, it's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well, but give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, kind of just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
Here's Lawrence to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They'll need 5 to move the sticks. Lawrence work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Going old reliable there to the slot on 3rd down.
And the slot position has become the bane of just about every defense's existence because how do you cover? Do you go with a bigger guy to try and use size? Got to try to go with a quicker guy, and sometimes you even get out quick there. Very difficult to match up with that slot receiver. That's why they keep going back to him.
And he's had the hot hand. Straight ahead, Etienne. He'll get this up to about the 44.
A big part of a middle linebacker's job is being able to take on blocks and then go make plays. But the best ones, they have those big guys in front of them playing defensive line to hold blockers off of them and allow them to flow sideline to sideline and make the big hits.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd down and 7. Etienne once more. And this will be a Jaguars first down as good running gets him to about the 44.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about, and you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
On 2nd down, a run with Etienne. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive could take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
They will look for some important yardage on 3rd down. From here, it would be a 60-yard boot.
Now Lawrence.
That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30.
Lawrence finding Kirk there for the Jaguar first.
Well, that certainly has to feel good, and it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
They'll fake it on the jet sweep, and instead a handoff up the middle to the 27-yard line.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
2nd and 6. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Quick slant caught by Kirk. And Kirk is going to have the Jaguars 1st down as he'll be brought down just outside the red zone. Mark him at the 21. Lawrence will throw. That's caught. It's Strange, the tight end.
And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Now that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars.
Evan Ingram from 10 yards out. And the Jaguars have taken a 4th quarter lead.
They went 5 wide in that offensive set. And racing, going 3 wide's a big deal. To go 5, how about the way that they finish things off?
Did you just fit a race car reference into the game?
Zoom, zoom. How about the way that you play? When you go 5 wide, that means you're going fast now.
Zoom, zoom indeed.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And that will make this a 4-point game.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away.
And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Out comes Calvin Ridley and the offense for their next drive. Let's see here, Charles. 6 catches, over 100 yards. Call that a pretty good day at the office.
And I love the accumulation, the catches, the yardage. That means he's having a pretty good impact on this ball game and really helping his team out in a big way.
Means he wants the football again, right?
And it's funny because some of these receivers are very vocal about how much they're getting it. Others are quieter, but they still let you know, give me the ball, I'm going to make a play.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down.
Off the play fake, Levis. A quick throw there is incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
The Titans on third down, 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Levis sets up to throw here. Tyler Boyd.
He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. Excellent play there on third down. Give him 25 yards. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Play action now. Levis.
At this point in the second half, one mistake on a forced throw could doom your chances of a comeback. So that's the right call there to just throw that one away.
Second and 10. They'll throw it again with Levis.
And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars 33. That'll put him up over 160 yards receiving now for the game. They can't seem to stop it.
But whenever you call and run the hitch route, a lot of times that ball's got to be in the air before the receiver even turns around. That's the result of throwing it so many times in practice. Is really a timing route. Make sure that ball's out of your hands, and oftentimes the receiver turns around, and there's the ball. Nice completion there.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now. Levis to throw it.
Over the middle, complete. That's Hopkins. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They face a critical third down now, needing a score here in the late going. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. So this defense, they looked a little shaky to start the drive, but bottom line, they're a play away from finishing it off.
They rocked them a little bit on this drive, didn't they? But as you and I both know, it's not how you start, it's how you finish. They have a chance to end it right here.
Desperation time now. Here's Levis. He's got his target. That's complete.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Here's 1st and goal. They'll run with Pollard.
And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. So 1st down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Levis to throw. And this one too low.
Couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You're having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
Levis, he'll look to throw it. To the sideline and incomplete.
So now it's 4th and goal. One play for the win. Other than that, not a very exciting finish.
Just a walk in the park,
Yeah,
partner.
ho-hum.
Yeah, ho-hum. I know one thing, though. I'm making someone beat me other than their top receiver.
Here it is. 4th and goal. Levis.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. So a 3rd straight pass attempt after they ran it on 1st down. 3rd straight incompletion. Now they're forced to give the ball up.
They must have felt like they just couldn't get it done on the ground. You know, something in what they saw in the defense or how they felt about their offensive line, it just told them throw the football and end up with 3 straight incompletions, turn the ball over on downs. Give a big, big check mark to the defense on that one.
They get Cam Robinson the tackle there. We've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down.
And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here. 2nd and 11.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. Down to a knee for the Jags. Victory seemingly in hand. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Get something together.
Lawrence to a knee, and that will write a finish to this one.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right? Just us against the world and get it done. How happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one.
Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember they trailed in intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.